Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to my Pecha Kucha project on climate change. My name is Angie Blandon. Before we begin, I hope everyone is being safe during COVID-19. For those who don't know, climate change is any long-term altercation in Earth's weather patterns either globally or regionally. We have fossil fuels, rising livestock, and clearing of forests, which causes billions of tons of carbon dioxide to go into our oceans, as well as other heat trapping gases into our atmosphere, making the planet warmer and causing ocean acidification and more intense tropical storms with higher sea level. As a matter of fact, waste contributes to climate change because waste is being generated every day in the Pacific region, with matters such as kitchen, garden, and paper waste. On average, the weight of waste is 58%. In larger cities, it's up to 70%. When waste decomposes, carbon dioxide and methane are made. These are greenhouse gases which contributes to climate change. How can we prevent methane from harming us? Methane can be captured from landfills. It can also be burned to produce electricity or central heating. We can actually capture methane before it goes into the atmosphere, as it can reduce the effects of climate change. First, the trash decomposes. Second, the methane rises to the pipes instead of the atmosphere. Finally, methane is properly burned into heat or generated electricity. Along with landfills, carbon dioxide, and methane, we have wildfires, which contributes to climate change. So forest fuels is the organic matter that burns and spreads wildfires. Research shows changes in climate change has worsened due to warmer, drier conditions, increased drought, and a longer fire season. Warmer temperatures and drier conditions can help fires spread and make them harder to put out. While wildfires are likely to remain a risk over the next few decades, all around the world, wildfires are coming in with intensity and frequency. The rise in average global temperatures has led to higher spring and summer temperatures and an early onset of spring. This has led to a rapid melting of spring snowpack, causing soils to dry out earlier and remain drier longer after months of drying in the prolonged temperatures. How does the sun affect the climate? Well, the sun is actually the source of most of the energy that drives the biological and physical processes in the world around us. Scientists have considered the sun climate hypothesis to explain Earth's rapid warming. So let's talk about these two hypotheses that scientists propose to test whether solar radiation can explain climate change. This hypothesis relies on the short wavelength radiation and particularly effective in modifying ozone concentration. In the level of the atmosphere above where typical weather occurs, the ozone is found in two different parts of our atmosphere. In the ground level ozone is human health and smog. High level ozone occurs in the stratosphere. The stratospheric ozone layer absorbs UV radiation, which prevents dangerous rays from hitting Earth's surface and harming living organisms, us. The second hypothesis relies on changes in solar activity, the flow of small, charged, highly energetic particles known as cosmic rays that travel through the atmosphere toward Earth. These particles create more ions from air molecules in the atmosphere. These ions might modify cloud formation, causing larger changes in weather and temperatures. However, the effect of cosmic rays on cloud formation is too weak to affect the Earth's climate in a big way. There's no denying that climate change has hurt our ecosystem a bit more now than ever. Instead of talking about negative things, how about we talk about how we can fix this issue and improve it? So let's carry on to the first thing we can do. Consider making some small changes. A house with a furnace is like a car that does nothing all day. You can swap your furnace for a heat pump, which extracts heat from one location and transferring it to another. Another is, instead of a gas stove, swap it for an electric one, which lowers indoor air pollution. Ooh, transportation. In Canada, transportation is 24% of climate polluting emissions. There's many ways to reduce this and save some money. Take public transportation, ride a bike, car share. If you have a large vehicle like a van, put it out and switch it to an electric or plug-in hybrid vehicle. An obvious way to help reduce climate change is recycling. Reducing waste and recycling are effective ways to decrease the wave of greenhouse gases, like mentioned before, are carbon dioxide and methane. By reducing the flow of materials like food and other organic waste we throw out, recycling materials also saves energy. Recycling uses less energy, which translates into fewer fossil fuels burned and reduced emissions of greenhouse gases. You're probably looking at this picture like insulation. For those who don't know, insulation is the process of keeping heat, sound, or electricity from spreading. It also depends on the material being used. Speaking of the specifics of insulation, one of the most cost-effective ways to combating the climate crisis is better insulation. Older homes can lose up to 35% of heat through their walls. Modern insulation reduces the energy needed to heat a home, therefore reducing emissions, and it saves you money. Who doesn't want more money? These are the actions I recommend to reduce climate change. In an easy and efficient way, I can safely assume that after this video you have learned something new and can apply this method in real life. This concludes my Pecha Kucha project on climate change. My name is Angie Blandon. Once again, I hope everyone is being safe during COVID-19.